Let's bring in ABC's political director, Rick Klein, for more on this. Rick, the vote today was, of course, behind closed doors and not a recorded vote. What did it say that it was actually done as quickly as it was?
This was a blowout, and it was going to be a rout for Congresswoman Cheney. Some of her supporters did want to put their colleagues on the record, but Republican leaders didn't want another sign of division. They recognized that the writing was on the wall. This had been pretty clear and inevitable for the last week or so, and it was a strong statement that as the criticism started to pour in for Congresswoman Cheney, very few people were coming to her defense, and more people that had defended her previously, including the number 1 and number 2 House Republicans, turned on her. Her perceived crime, of course, in this case, was being consistent and being consistently truthful about the election, calling out not just President Trump, but also her Republican colleagues on being dishonest. So while this was behind closed doors, while it was shrouded in some degree of secrecy, the statement emanated far beyond that room and quite loudly.
And, Rick, a staggering number of Republicans really trying to rewrite history today in a hearing in Congress.
It was stunning to me, Lindsay, to see a member of Congress after member of Congress, all Republicans, say, well, the riots weren't actually riots at all, or there wasn't an attempted insurrection, or one congressman saying it looked like it was just a bunch of tourists in the Capitol. It is really stunning because it was only 4 months ago that these members of Congress were witnesses to this attempted insurrection. They saw the Trump banners being unfurled. They heard the screams. One member of Congress said, look, at least the House chamber wasn't violated by any protesters. Well, of course, that's because Capitol Police officers had to use deadly force to do that. So as Congresswoman Cheney talks about making sure that her party and the country don't forget the results of the election and of January 6th, the fact that so many of her colleagues have rewritten the history to align with President Trump's false views of that day is really stunning.
And what comes next for Liz Cheney? Does she still have a place in the Republican Party?
Liz Cheney's unleashed now. She's going to be doing a round of media interviews. She has said that she is not going to rest if she can do anything to keep President Trump from being in the Oval Office ever again. I interpreted that as her saying if he runs for president, she may do the same. It's very possible, if not probable, that she cannot win the primary in Wyoming next year. So maybe she's got nothing to lose by leaving the House of Representatives and doing something else. But she's got a famous last name. She's got a following. And of course, now she just becomes the most prominent member of the anti-Trump Republican circles, and she seems dedicated to continuing to spread the message that the election was won by Joe Biden, won legitimately, and that the party needs to recognize that and prevent President Trump from holding any position of power again.
Rick Klein, our thanks to you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.